Hi. So again, using new camera. So I'm leaving to California to visit family soonish. So just clearing out the fridge. And today we'll make this thing called 黄焖鸡, which I don't really know how to translate. It's like yellow suffocated chicken. I'm pretty sure it's not the right translation. I'm sorry. Its dish is I ate it in Sichuan, where I grew up, but it's not local. It's not from there originally. It's actually from other regions of China, but I think it's kind of a popular dish, so each local region have their own adaptation of it. So I'll just show you the version I know of. So what you need, you want chicken and bell pepper. So those are the two main ingredients, and you want ginger and garlic and these, what are these things called? Hot pepper thing. And green onion, not really needed. I have it in the fridge. So, and per usual, I think most cooking I do will use soy sauce and sugar. Also, to marinate the chicken, you want some cooking wine. If you don't have cooking wine, I don't know, maybe vodka with some salt will be just as well. Okay, so that's it, let's start. So we'll try to chop the chicken into small chunks. Can you see? Yeah, good. This new camera is, the viewing angle is a little bit strange. So when you cut chicken is very tender. So you want to make sure you don't cut perpendicular to the muscle fiber. You want to cut semi-parallel to the muscle fiber so they don't break. If you cut too perpendicular to the fiber, they'll fall apart. So you want to kind of look at the way the fiber is growing and cut in the direction of the fiber. So as a general rule of thumb, the tougher the meat, the more you want to cut across the fiber. So for beef, you definitely want to cut more across the fiber. And for pork, you want to cut diagonal to the fiber, and for chicken, you cut alongside the fiber. So here's the chicken, and we'll just marinate a whole lot of them together. So this is going to be stir-fried in the pot. And one of the main challenges of stir-frying meat with meat bought in supermarket is they tend to have a lot of fluid inside. And before you know it, instead of a nice stir-fry dish, you end up with a stew because all the fluid in the meat start to leak out. So, oh my god, this garlic doesn't want to listen to me. So one of the main challenges is controlling moisture, and we'll try to keep that in mind as we cook this dish today, as we try really hard to control the moisture. And part of it will be, I'll try to not marinate it with soy sauce, so I'll actually just only marinate with as few fluid as possible to reduce the amount of fluid. So with that being said, you want to cut the garlic. And have some slices of ginger. Let's see, let's make sure it's clean first. Let's peel it slightly. Nice big chunks, because I actually hate eating ginger raw. So I try to make them into huge chunks so that there's no room for mistakes. So you see, it's in here. We put in some salt and cooking wine. And that's it. We actually would do soy sauce, I think, later to control the amount of moisture. So try to make sure the marinade is not too watery, and just kind of rub them together. How long you need to marinate this? I think it depends on how you cut the chicken. Today I'm really pretty aggressive. I cut them into kind of a rather small pieces, so they probably don't need to marinate for very long before they're okay. Alright, so I think we can actually heat oil right now. So I just do this off screen. I put it on medium, but I think when I cook it, I want this to be on high so that I can really evaporate all the moisture as they come out of the meat. Okay. While we're at that, we can cut the bell pepper. I don't really know how to cut these things in an efficient way, so if someone knows, let me know in the comments. How may you cut a bell pepper? For me, I just tend to cut around, and they kind of just fall out this way, which I think is not a bad way, right? If you think about it, it's pretty efficient. And again, so this is very particular to stir-fry dishes. You want to make sure all of your food parts are equally sized, so they cook evenly. So you want to make sure that whatever you cut, it doesn't matter how fast you can cut them. It matters a lot that you want consistency. So I want to cut all my chicken in almost equal sized parts, and I want to cut all my bell pepper in equal sized parts, so they cook in roughly the same amount of time. Okay. Just being very patient. So why does this dish have bell pepper? I think the reason is when you have soy sauce and sugar, it's kind of a heavy taste, and bell pepper is a very fresh and slightly sweet, lighter taste, and provides a nice counterbalance. You always want some counterbalance in food. Some food you want counterbalance, I guess. So some dishes is all the way heavy and thick, and some dishes is all the way very light and not very heavy, and it's kind of a light dish. But the majority of main dishes that you have is going to be a combination of some heavy flavor and some light flavor. So for this dish, the meat and the soy sauce and sugar provides a heavy undertone, I guess. Maybe that's the right word. And the bell pepper is the light thing on the top, and the chili pepper provides some kind of interest of just like some kind of picante, right? Okay. So now we put the heat on high, and I'll rotate you. This is 10% the battery remaining, which I'll dismiss. Okay, so for this, we want to be very, very aggressive with the heating. So this is one of the things I want to try, is I want to actually wait until it begins to smoke a little bit. Then I'll put in the meat in at the same time. So first this is off screen, I'm trying to drain the meat of the excess fluid over my sink. So I'm just narrating, I guess. You can infer what's going to happen. Just kind of drain this. So this is slightly risky because if you have a Teflon pot, so I'm trying to dab out some of the rest of the fluid. If you have a Teflon pot, when it starts to smoke, the Teflon is going to almost melt. So I don't have a Teflon pot, they call this a marble pot. So it should be slightly safer from that, but still it's kind of damaging if you don't do it right. But we still want to control the moisture. I think they're about to smoke. Okay, we should do it soon. Alright, we'll put in the meat. Oh my god. Crazy. Alright, this is good. I want this. Maybe it's too crazy. Alright, let's make it safer. So you see, when it's really hot like this, as soon as the moisture starts to come out of the chicken, they get evaporated right away. So you don't end up with a stew. And you have a very clean stir fry. See? So every meat is nicely separated, they're not stuck together. It's hard to do this at home because the fire is, you can only get so much power out of it. So just try your best to control the moisture is the kind of the slogan we want to go today. And let's just let them cook for a while. Okay, so now we can add in the bell pepper. And put in some more salt. And now we do, so once everything's almost cooked, almost halfway, this is when we do the soy sauce. And at the same time we do the sugar. So you see the difference of trying to marinate with these two ingredients first rather than putting it late in the end, right? If you do it this way, the sauce is more like a dressing. It doesn't contribute to the cooking of the ingredients. So once you have this step, the next step is the suffocation part you want to cover. And put the heat on medium and you wait a bit. How long you wait, I don't know, just do it by feelings, I guess. 5 minutes, I think. Maybe less than 5, since I cut them so small. I hope I don't run out of battery. That would be sad. Oh, what the hell, I think it's good. Okay, now we just do the green onion. So this juice on the outside is really good to eat with some rice. So that's why this dish is normally served over rice, which I have cooking right now. Okay, that's it. So I'll give you this view again. Alright, check it out. So this is 黄焖鸡, I don't know, yellow suffocating chicken. I don't know why it's yellow. I think the original dish is kind of more like a stew, and the color is like a curry color yellow. And that's one version of it. I hope you like. Okay, till next time. Yeah, one last thing. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers. It'll be awesome if I have it. One more thing. A good stir fry is kind of, you need to tell one thing from another, right? You can tell that here the chicken is chicken, the bell pepper is the bell pepper, and everything is not kind of mushed together with some kind of really thick sauce. Yeah, so I think that's the key takeaway. You want to make sure that you're able to distinguish one ingredient from another for a good stir fry. Keep everything very clean. Okay, see ya.